stay in gallery and feel the uplift of us all being together. Ah, yeah. Let me bring this up. So I'm going to share a story with you that I've shared before, probably last year when we were on Sila, and it's a story that I like to remind myself. I recall it from time to time because it's important for me, and it's about a llama. No, hold on. The llama comes in a little later. It's about a man who has a kayak that he really, really loves. He treasures this kayak. He cherishes this kayak. And one day, can you guys hear me okay? Just give me okay. One day, someone stole the kayak. The kayak or raft. He's heartbroken. And he goes to his llama and he tells the llama about what has happened. And the llama's response was, quick, give it to him. Give it to him from your heart so that he doesn't have to bear the karmic burden of having stolen. Now, this is a surprising response. Well, maybe not so surprising given the fact, considering he is a llama. We certainly hear the generosity in this response. And the Lama, of course, really understands the suffering that is caused when someone takes something that is not freely offered. And I have no doubt that he understands this in the most subtle of ways. He's a teacher. What's he teaching us? What's he teaching his student? Give it to him. Give it from your heart. You know, it's not like, oh, just have it, take it. If it's so important to you, take it. You know, we do that. It's not that. And as I hear this instruction, it evokes a strain in me. He's taken something I really love. Easy for you to say, it wasn't your kayak. The Lama is demanding something that's really, really difficult. He's not just telling him to give it away, but to give it from his heart and quickly. He's asking him to be generous in the very experience of having something precious taken from him. His instruction, all these instructions and teachings are pointing in the direction to free the heart, give it away. And don't take on the harmful burden of poison and ill will. Free your heart. Free your heart from the cherishing and gripping. One of the most difficult things we do is let go of something that we cherish. And the man who stole a kayak, well, he may have a kayak, but he's stolen something and harmed a part of himself. Catherine shared this quote, and I'm bringing it in again today. Buddha said, if you knew, as I do, the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing some of it. He taught that when we truly understand the power of generosity, we experience how it brings joy to the giver as well as to the receiver. I think that was part of what the Lama was teaching. The second precept, do not take what is not freely offered. And we all know dozens of ways of taking what is not freely offered, the taking of dignity, the taking of affection, the taking of freedom, air and water. And there are the more subtle ways of taking. Maybe taking credit when credit really wasn't mine to take, or monopolizing a conversation, maybe coercing someone to do something that they really don't want to do. And we might even reflect on some of the ways that we've taken from ourselves, where maybe we haven't been so generous with ourselves, maybe haven't offered ourselves something that is needed because of our fears or limitations or whatever may be. Maybe we didn't follow through on something. We are so lucky that we have the opportunity to explore this. I heard a man talking about losing just about everything. And it wasn't so much that it was taken, but rather it was a direct consequence of some of the choices that he made. He lost his business, he lost his money, he lost his home, he was homeless, and he was really became destitute, walking the streets every day just trying to survive. And one day, a priest in a local parish ran into him and asked him, how are you doing? And he said, look at me. I'm not doing well. And the priest invited him to go around the back of the church. And he said, there are lunches that we're serving every day here. And there's soaps and toothbrushes, some clothes. And then he said, don't steal anything, but take everything that you need. Put yourself in this man's shoes. What do you imagine was going on in his mind when he heard, don't steal anything, but take all that you need? The priest is putting responsibility squarely on this man. He's not portioning out what he can take. He has to discern what he needs. And I think the priest is also pointing in the direction of don't take on the harmful burden of stealing, but take what you need. Take all that you need and savor all that is here. But protect your heart from taking on the burden, the heavy burden of having stolen. And I have this question for you, and you just kind of let it float out there. If I take more than I need, is what I take freely offered? The Lama and the priest are both pointing to the harm caused by stealing from different angles, but they're pointing in the same direction. They're pointing to the importance of freeing the heart, unburdening the heart. And as we deepen in our mindfulness practice, we become more sensitive to the nuances and subtleties of these precepts. There's a way that we can feel the rightness of not taking what is freely offered, or we can feel the rightness of enough. If we pause and settle, can this be enough? What's enough? And we certainly feel the dis-ease of wanting more. We feel the ease of contentment if we deliberately turn our intention to pay attention to this. And I've grown to love this question, and I ask it from time to time throughout my day. Can this be enough? When we feel the pushes and tugs of wanting more, and we learn to bring a kind curiosity to the gripping and the wanting, our vulnerability is right here, isn't it? We are so lucky that we get to explore this, guys. We really are. I'm going to close with this poem. You've heard it here several times. It's entitled Enough by David Wyatt. Enough. These few words are enough. If not these words, this breath. If not this breath, this sitting here, this opening to life, we have refused again and again until now. Until now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And now we have this wonderful opportunity to practice. So let's be generous with these bodies of ours that work hard for us, and take the time to attend to them. This is part of our setting up the holding environment. This is how we attend to the body, heart, and mind. Really just, yes, feeling the stretch, breathing with the stretch. Feeling the edges of a stretch and breathing. The side body, ribs. The neck needs to come forward, just a little massage, letting that open. And if helpful, just massaging maybe the face, the cheeks, around the eyes. We really want to support the body to relax so it doesn't have to work so hard. If a sway is helpful, let yourself listen to what the body needs and offering that. offering what is needed. And if helpful, close the eyes if they're not already closed, or soft gaze down, simply noticing, well, what is present for you here. What you're bringing here today, caring enough to notice how it is, and taking some deeper, slower breaths. Maybe on the exhale, there's a release of some stress, letting go of what isn't needed anymore. Inviting the eyes and face to soften, any graspings, grippings, knottedness to unwind even a little. And allowing yourself to feel the places where there is direct contact with the body and the chair or the feet on the ground. Feel for the stability. Mother Earth holding us. What a gift. And inviting the mind to relax, inviting it to drop down into the stream of body and breath. Spacious mind, spacious heart, spacious body. thoughts or thinking, feelings or feeling. Can you feel breath breathing in the body? As if this breath is a precious gift. Can you sense whatever ease is available to you? We're exploring. Let me get this recording